Not today, pal. Not today.
There are several incidents we need to speak of.
What are you going to just talk right away about me pulling up here?
Right?
Yeah, you distracted me.
Well, then why'd you do it last week also?
That wasn't last week. That was a few months ago.
So I see Jamie is pulling him.
Should we give the backstory of when this was happening, when it happened the first time?
No,
Did we ever
no.
talk about that? No. Okay.
No, we never talked about it.
Okay.
I see Jamie's pulling up behind me. So I'm like, oh, I'll wait for Jamie. Hi, Jamie. She pulls into the spot that she's supposed to, and it's like, she hits the curb with the tire, whatever. I look, the tire's like ripped up. I'm like, I think you're going to need a new tire. And she's like, oh no, it's ripped up from the last time I did this exact same thing.
But I was pulling out last time.
You were pulling out.
Well, the curb here is like razor-edged stones that are just pieced together, at least where I park. Yeah, I fucked up my tire.
And then I
said... At least it's the same one.
Right, and what I said was, oh, well, and you were like, no, it's the same place where I hit the tire, and then we looked and it was a different place.
Yes.
So your tire's double shredded up from YMH parking lot.
Yep. I'll send the bill.
Okay, well, that incident was you. I believe the next incident is me. Do you remember what happened last week at the end of the pod when we shut the cameras off and we were doing ads possibly?
When you tuned in?
We have the video. Let's see what happened.
With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. If you're serious about growing your business, go to shopify.com/nottoday to upgrade your selling today.
Cool. And can we take the sentence? So if you're into growing your business,
Yep.
I think I heard like a fart out there or something. Someone unzipped something. I don't know. It was like a loud, weird noise.
I think it was the ka-ching sound. Cha-ching sound.
No, we put that in post.
So I don't know. I heard it too. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Did you fart before?
Yeah. Cha-ching. I tried to get it right on the cha-ching part.
Oh my God. I was just leaving.
Jamie's done. Yeah, Jamie walked out.
That was impressive. Look,
Thank you.
I'm surrounded by my 7-year-old Jack all the time will walk by me and be like, I'm going to rip. And just farts right by me all the time.
And some people will think, oh, Rob's just farting. The truth is, I'm a sentimental performer, and it was my way to celebrate our 20-year anniversary, me and you, of this scene. Do you have the scene?
A couple, 3 times. Oh, dude. Meeting's over.
Jesus.
It was our 20-year fartiversary.
Oh, Robbie, you're so sensitive.
Yeah, I am. That's it.
Sensey Robbie, my favorite kind.
A sensitive guy who has
see how
people's
sensitive you will
secrets.
be. Yeah, in his hands, literally. So
Tell him,
if you
James.
didn't watch or listen to the episode when we talked about this, Rob and I made a box.
You made a box very nicely.
Well, you had the idea and I made the box to ask YMH employees to just, share their secrets with us. No judgments. We don't know who wrote it. It's completely anonymous. We might have our, guesses, but they're willing for us to read them. What are we supposed to do with these secrets once we read them? We'll see.
Who knows?
Wow, this is a lot of secrets.
Oh, way to go, guys. Thank you,
Wow.
guys. This is very kind.
You deliver.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to be as happy once I start reading
What
them.
are you two laughing about back
People
there?
are probably going to have fucked around. But you know what? I'm not going to read any that I believe. If I believe people were fucking around, I'm not going to read it. The first one says, I'm really getting sick of all these white folks. Who wrote that? Who could that have been? It could have been anybody. Yeah?
Could
have been anybody.
course.
No, I'm kidding. It doesn't say that.
Samesies.
Like, bro, come on, man. What are we doing?
No. Okay, first one says, I really love picking my nose all day. If that's a guy, that's kind of weak. If that's a girl, that's good. I fully approve of that one.
Yeah, good for you. Get that shit out of there.
See. Ooh. I don't know, TV set. What? It says, I once masturbated to a comedian's TV set. I guess they mean their comedy set.
So I think the only thing that's like scandalous about that is it had to have been like Tom, right?
Or Christina.
Or Christina.
Well, we're getting stone faces back there. We're getting no reads back
Nothing.
there. All right.
Well,
people
good
might be
for
going
you,
crazy
you know?
in the other room.
Comedy
Let's
gets
see.
their socks off.
Again, this is me reading someone else's secret. I am not saying this. I think about the N-word at least 20 times a day.
Nigga, that ain't even a secret. I know who that is. I already know.
Well, that's anyone who listens to Drake, or
No,
right?
that's Tanner. That's for sure Tanner.
Oh my
Yeah.
That's
gosh.
that nigga Tanner for sure. I
Wow.
got nothing but love for him, but that shit, all up in his head. Tell me I'm wrong, Tanner. I know you listening.
Okay,
He's gonna come running in
Jamie,
here.
you got to read this one because I could get in trouble.
Whoa. I actually think swastikas look cool.
Never mind, that one's Tanner. I don't know who the other one was anymore.
Does the handwriting match these last
The
two?
N-word
see.
one.
Yeah, right.
Let's
It's the
see.
Same, person.
Same guy, James.
Same guy.
Both are Tanner.
I'll make a little Tanner pile over here.
Yeah.
He's just going to slowly offend everyone in here. I'm the Jew.
Sometimes I wish someone would just blow dart me, and I would wake up not remembering my life.
That was mine.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was you, James, because you wrote it sitting across from me.
Yep.
You just want it all. You want to forget it all.
And if
Yeah, and then you wake up with no.
who am I? What's my name? Tell me everything.
But do you want it to be like 10 years so people are done even trying like being by your bedside, or do you want it? Do you want it to be like
Good
tomorrow?
question. Yeah, I give everybody a break to move on.
Okay.
Clean slate for us all.
Ooh. Wow. This is my favorite one so far. I think I kind of feel like I know who this is. I got my high school math teacher fired for giving me a C and got the principal to give me straight A's. Wow. That, first of all, 99%, that's a broad, right? Oh, Chad?
No,
I
no.
was going to guess Chad, actually.
My thought would it's either Annie or Heather.
It's
Right.
not you, Chad?
Why?
No, I earned all my A's.
You earned
I
your A's.
understand why you'd think me. Why Heather?
I feel like Annie wouldn't give a fuck about a C.
Yeah, that's
Well,
yeah.
because Rob was thinking it sounded like a girl did it, and then I was like, out of the girls, I think Heather would. I don't think Caitlin would. Maybe Niana.
It just feels like a girl would have a
But
much
then how'd
easier
you,
time.
I want more to this. How'd
This
you
is
get the
good.
principal to give you the A's?
That's
What'd
why
you
I
gotta
feel
do
like-
to the
see, but
principal?
it's true, 'cause
maybe
An-
there's another one in
Annie
there.
could have played the black card, where anybody else, it has to be a woman who could kind of, I gotta see.
Is that
you
what
know?
we do?
Yeah, I
get our way.
really want an A. That's probably what went down. If anybody wants to come in and talk about this one's fucking great. I got my math teacher fired.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's brutal.
You-
Wow.
Anybody in there ever get a teacher fired on a separate thing or get a teacher in trouble?
In trouble? I got a teacher in trouble once.
What'd you do?
She was an English teacher. She was in high school. She was very young. It was like my whole high school was teachers that were like, had been there for decades. And this girl all of a sudden comes in and, she's 24, 25. And we were doing like a play in class and people would volunteer for roles. And every time I raised my hand, she would purposely not pick me. Like over there, over there, over there. And literally one day I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm an actor. Like, why won't she's like, that's exactly why I'm not picking you, because you think I should. And I was not a bratty kid. Rob can back me up. I wasn't like
Angel.
I wasn't expecting anything, but I wanted to participate and I complained.
The only
She got in
time
trouble.
Jamie ever did something bad because she was trying to participate too hard in school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must be typical me. Blow dart that bitch.
Yeah. Jamie blow dart Lee. I did something fucked up in school one time where we went into the science room and we plugged up the drains in all the sinks and we ran the faucets and left for and we did it on a
That's
Friday.
like vandalism.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did vandalism in Sopranos. We destroyed the pool and the
course you
thing.
did,
That's what
yeah.
you got to do. You gotta,
It's a rite of passage.
I trolled my band teacher. I was in band as a kid, and I trolled my band teacher so bad. Like I would always play. I was pretty damn good at. I used to play trombone, but you could play like. If you're a musician, then it hurts if something's like a little off, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd play whatever. If it's like a B that we're playing, I'd play like a B flat, just like a little. And always she'd be like, "Who is that? Where is that? Where?" She always get that face. I thought it was so fucking funny. So I did it so much that eventually she somehow learned it was me. And then I did it so often that I got her to freak out in the middle of class. And she said, "I'm sick of you monkeying around with your monkey face." She literally
Oh man, it was Tanner's mom.
Whoa, Mrs. Price. Shout out to Miss Price, man. I gave her nothing but trouble, though. She's not a bad person. I was a troll. I was a fucking troll.
You led her
rough.
down that road.
Oh, yeah. I forced it.
Wow.
It was like every song. I'd be like, she's like, fuck.
How long do you play the trombone for?
Shit. I think that was fifth grade to 8th grade, so 4 years or so.
You could probably still whip that out. It's
Oh,
a
for
little
sure.
party trick.
Could
You
you
got a
actually
trombone
whip it out,
lying
Annie?
around?
Huh?
Could you actually play it?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was good as hell. I was in honor band.
No.
Okay.
I believe that.
All right. There goes
I believe
that.
it, and I-
guess I just didn't achieve that. Fair enough.
I believe that, and I also believe you're sick of all these white folks. I believe both things can be true. So we had a band. I want to say his name because it makes the thing funnier, but we had a teacher who taught band, and he had a BO problem, like really bad. And
There's always
They always
one
do.
teacher.
yeah, and they kept him in the basement. Yeah, so you would walk down the basement, and before you even got to his class, it was like
Band was
woof,
in the
like,
basement?
yeah, and you would smell. You'd be like, "Wow, that's right." So kids, I don't know if it's like April Fools or whatever, but they would put deodorant in his mailbox in the like principal's office. So one time he like had the full, oh no, that's a military school. That's not a band. They just pulled up a picture of me from military school. What was I saying? Oh, so
basement?
they would put deodorant in his mailbox, and he one time, like, I guess to think it would stop it, he like addressed the classroom and was like, "I have an issue where I'm allergic to deodorant and I can't wear it." And I mean, it was the hardest anybody had ever to try to not laugh.
laugh.
Like you're just sitting there shaking, turning bright red, and he's like, "It's a condition."
I actually would like to manifest a moment where it's very inappropriate to laugh, but I want to laugh so hard because it's like,
It's the best.
I love it.
It's the
so
greatest.
much,
Yeah,
and
we
I haven't
used to
had
do it all
in
the time.
so long.
Yeah, I know. The last one I had, I can't even really say it on here because
Mine was with Alejandro Rojas.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked on our last podcast. Our buddy Cassim had a UFO expert on, and as soon as he popped up on the Zoom, Jamie just couldn't stop laughing. She couldn't control herself.
I was really not trying to be disrespectful, but I was so disrespectful to this man. Every time he started talking about UFOs, I just got the giggles.
And while she's like uncontrollably shaking,
I was
Cassim's
under the
like, "So in
table."
1949," and you're just fucking losing it. And then I'm trying to be a good friend, and I'm like, "Well, let me make something funny so that
Yes.
Jamie can laugh." Because
Yes.
that's all you ever want when you're like trying not to laugh is something funny to happen, and then you laugh way too hard.
Yeah. They say money can't buy you happiness. That might be true, but money sure can make you feel a lot of other things like stressed, guilty, overwhelmed. That's because when you're not in control of your money can control you. Today's episode is sponsored by Acorns. Acorns is a financial wellness app that helps you take control of your money with simple tools that make it easy to start saving and investing for your future. You don't need to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you and your money goals. You don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now, even if all you've got is spare change. The fact that there is a service that can help you with your spare change to invest in your future is something you will never regret. So are you ready to take control of your money? Sign up now and join the over 13 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $22 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/nottoday or download the Acorns app to get started. It's a paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/nottoday. As we move into March, it is time to shake off the winter blues and get ready for a fresh start. And this season, tackle thinning hair and hair loss with the iRestore Elite. It is a clinically proven solution designed to help you regrow hair with 282 lasers and LEDs delivering light therapy directly to your scalp. Think of it as a rejuvenating treatment for your hair follicles, giving you a new look for the spring season. I love the idea of putting on these lasers and lights on your head for your hair growth as opposed to sort of putting in pills in your mouth that you don't know what they're doing. In a 4-month double-blind clinical study performed by a board-certified dermatologist, 100% of study participants grew more hair with iRestore's laser and LED technology. You can feel confident you're buying a system with proven results. So give yourself the gift of hair confidence this spring. For a limited time only, our listeners will get $625 off their iRestore Elite when you use code NOTTODAY at irestorelaser.com. That's $625 off of your iRestore Elite at irestorelaser.com with promo code NOTTODAY. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Hair loss is frustrating. You don't have to fight it alone, thanks to iRestore.
All right, this one's long. When I was young, I would masturbate using the faucet in the bathtub. During COVID, I tried it again and did it so much I had problems peeing and had to stop.
Wait, what? Masturbate with a faucet?
Like the handheld
That
water
has to
thing.
be a girl.
Yeah,
Of
it has
course.
To be. Okay.
Oh, I was
got you.
thinking the thing the water comes out of, but yeah, the
It's
hand-
usually that. I mean, that faucet's usually not going to.
I was thinking like the nozzle the water comes out of.
Yeah, but you know how
Just
there's one
backing
that
up
you can
doggy
do
into
to
that?
like.
Is that called masturbating to do that? That seems.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's what that's called. I don't know why it doesn't.
there's
that feels
different
pleasing
ways
yourself,
to get
right?
yourself off. Yeah.
I guess so. All right.
Yeah.
If you're using a vibrator that's masturbate, right? It's all just masturbating, isn't it?
Really? I guess I didn't know the definition of masturbating. In my head, it was just jacking off. Like I didn't know it was called the same thing.
So you didn't
For
think
a
women
girl?
could masturbate?
I think that for me, I guess when I imagine that word for a girl, it's just fingers. I didn't know that you could. I didn't know it's everything.
You can
surrounding
use
that. Yeah.
you can use.
Well, I knew you could use,
Tools?
but I didn't know that was still called the same thing.
Got
I don't
it.
know why. Yeah, I don't even know.
Well,
where
now
that
you know.
disconnect was.
Did
I
it
don't
so
know.
much I had problems peeing and had to
Wow.
stop.
It's like maybe too much of that water was shooting up the pee hole.
Sounds about
Like
right.
irritated
Dr.
the
Jamie.
urethra?
Dr. Jamie's in,
But
everybody.
they said the faucet, right? What did they
I
say
think
exactly?
they mean though.
Yeah,
You know
they
how
mean the
like in a
faucet
bathtub,
thing you could take off,
yes,
right? Yeah.
and like spray with that has more force.
Okay, because if they mean the faucet, that's some maneuvering they'd have to do to get under that, right?
You all are just trying to picture this so hard in your head.
Yeah. And then it's going to
Does the-
backlash.
does the-
We're all trying
does
to picture it, and then
the
it's
person
a
have
guy.
a head or a face? Is or just a body that you're envisioning right now?
It's just two big tits, right? With let's see what else we got.
When you imagine a woman, right? Like you're all picturing a woman there. I have a question.
Yep.
What does her vagina look like? Is it shaved? Is it full bush? Like what's your ideal vagina?
I'm
those
always
are-
shaved.
Those are two different questions, I guess. I didn't picture ideal.
You didn't picture a vagina. You pictured a
I'm-
vagina. What did it look like?
Well, whenever I do, if I was there or not, I pictured no hair. Yeah, I'm a no hair.
Yeah, I think I do too, just because it's like
For clarity?
simpler. Yeah, like simpler in my
For-
head.
I pictured a thunderbolt.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, little Aviator Nation pussy.
I picture no hair, but that's not necessarily what my preference is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Those are two different questions.
What's your preference, Chad? Big full bush?
Partial.
Oh, really?
Kind of natural.
Wow, way to be
kinda
retro.
Trimmed up, cleaned up,
Okay.
not bare.
Wow, I like it. Well, that's because he's a man of the. He sleeps on the couch. He's a man of the wild.
That's right.
Yeah, I like it. No, it tracks. I actually had a thing on here. I don't know if it's on. Oh, here we've never talked about what you feel about men's body hair. Like, do you? Because here's the thing, right? I've dated women before, and they go, "Oh, can you do this? Like, can you shave your chest or not shave your chest or this?"
They
and I'm like,
straight up ask you?
yeah, and I'm like, well, yeah, I want them to be as attracted to me as
Yeah.
possible. But then if you're a guy and you're like, oh, I think a woman should shave her armpits, they're like, how dare you? It's like, well, if I'm fucking dating somebody, I want them to be attracted to me. I want to be as
want women
attracted.
to shave their armpits too.
Oh, Jamie, this is the
I
best.
don't want to see woman armpit hair.
I'm sorry for calling you out on your car accident earlier.
It's
now
okay.
I feel
didn't-
bad.
I knew you would. I don't have a preference. I just don't love like back hair, like shoulder blade back hair.
Yeah.
Like if I could choose an area to like remove the hair, it would be that. But like chest hair, arm hair, pubic hair, whatever.
Okay.
You're a man.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I like. So you've never said to Cutter like,
Never.
Hey, can you do this?
Well, when I first met Cutter, right?
He was so young he couldn't grow any body.
He was so young, but like what they shaved, you know, like when I would come visit him while he was on the road, like he would have his like a teammate like shave his back. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
he would be
He's got a hairy
prepared
back,
for
Cutter?
me. Yeah, he's hairy. You wouldn't think he's hairy,
Really?
but he's hairy. Yeah.
I wouldn't think back. Yeah, I'm starting to get
Yeah,
to the
he
age
has
where
like
I'm getting,
I
like,
tell him
shoulder.
I'll tell him and be like, you're looking a little teen wolfy back there. Like it's just like, yeah, it's like you know the area I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're not hairy at all.
No, my armpits are extremely hairy, which is a
what do you do
problem.
about that? Do you like trim
I
them?
have to trim it, otherwise it's out of
like
control.
with a scissor?
No, I use my shout out man
clipper?
groomer, but it'll be from Jamie. My hair will be from like here to
Wow.
here. Like if I don't, it's and it was that way when I was like 15.
Ew.
I know it's bad. And then where else? Am I hairy anywhere else? No, not really.
you're
I could
not.
let it. Like if I wouldn't like trim here for like 6 months, it'd probably be like. But it's not like thick hair. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like it's like the hair on my head. You know? It's
Yeah.
like it's not. It doesn't get like.
Yeah.
Do we go? Oh wow! This is interesting. I see some of these. You go, man. I really want more details. Here's someone else's secret. I have cucked, and I will cuck again.
What's that again?
So cucking, well, I don't know which the cucker or the cucky, but like cucking is when a guy likes to watch his wife get fucked in front of him.
Oh yeah.
So this means that if you say I have cucked, that means you were fucking somebody's wife, right? Or is it the other way? This is not Tanner. Is that what you were saying, Annie?
That I know.
I wonder which way they're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. They
like,
watch
would
their.
they watch their partner
Yeah.
or
If
yeah,
you say-
that's
if
what
you
it sounds
say-
like to me.
Yeah, if you say that I've cucked, that means I'm the cuck. Yeah.
Really?
Let's ISO that.
Did they say if they liked it? What did they say? And I'll do it again.
And I'll do it again. So they like watching their girl get fucked in front of them. Man, listen, there's some stuff that you see that people like and you relate to, and some stuff you go, I don't get it. Like that. This is the last thing I would ever want, to watch somebody fuck my girl in front of me.
Same.
That would just be sad.
Be
Yeah,
hard.
no thanks.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into that. Wow.
Yeah, I could see the hot wifing thing though. That's kind of cool.
What is that?
What does that mean?
Where you kind of get into like just dressing your girl like super fucking slutty outside, and then you get people to flirt with her, but nothing ever happens. She comes home with you, and then you guys fucking go crazy. That's kind of hot to me.
I don't like that either.
I've
like
never
that. It's
thought
like
of it
teasing.
going that far, but I enjoy when I notice other women noticing Cutter.
See,
I like
here's,
it.
to me, it's
Yeah, it's
actually
definitely a turn on.
It actually depends on the girl I'm dating. Like if I'm dating somebody who's very like seems like sweet and innocent in this, when guys notice her, it bothers
You
me
wanna protect her.
because I think that she's bothered. But when I love dating like fucking mean brunettes from New York, because it's like, yeah, go ahead, like good luck, go try and hit on her, like she's
Yeah.
nasty, and I love that. Yeah, I like when it's like, oh, you don't got to
funny.
worry about like, oh, some guy's talking to her at the bar. It's like, yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where like I've dated girls where you're like, all right, I have to go over there, and then you're like, you kind of feel a little like you're babysitting, which is
Mm-hmm.
why I don't like dating nice women. Does anybody want to talk about being the cuck? The cuck? That's.
This is secrets.
We got to find this cuck.
We promised
like
it
it's
to
Cap.
stay secrets.
Thing is Cap.
I feel like it's Cap. I feel like someone wrote that to be funny.
Really?
I
Maybe.
feel like it.
Maybe.
I get a feeling.
But it's also, or there's somebody outside right now who we could watch on the camera who went, whew, like, you know, they finally got to tell their secret. It's got to feel like 1,000,000 pounds,
But
you know?
also they're sweating bullets, hoping we don't guess their name.
Yeah, or they're jerking off in the bathroom.
Who also writes in a Sharpie?
You read that one, Jane, because that's not a real one, but go ahead. You want to read it?
Everyone thinks I'm gay, but I'm actually straight. Then it was signed by Reed, but then crossed out.
Shout out, Breed.
Well,
Shout
listen,
out Reed.
there's one more. Just when you think the game's over. Hold on. I just want to thank everyone. Jamie made a plea. Will everyone please do this? And everybody did it, and it was great. And this is fun. Yeah, remember you held up the box and you were like, "Please be nice."
Yeah.
What did you get blow darted before you came in here?
I wish.
This one, I don't think this is good, and thanks for being in the spirit, but I think this is a lot of people. It says, I wet the bed until I was 11.
Traumatic.
I think before like 13, it's not.
Yeah, I think
you got to be like
teenager,
14.
I
If you're
agree.
saying 16,
Yeah,
that's like,
yeah.
wow. I wet the bed until I was 11. All right. Well, sorry, loser. I was just kidding.
Ew. Gross.
Thank you, everybody. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
should we leave it out another week? You think? Do we put it back out next week? You think YMH has more secrets?
Of course, I think there's more secrets here.
Do we gotta?
Thousands.
Yeah. All right, we got.
We'll make Tanner his own box.
Is this episode called YMH Secrets Revealed?
Wow.
Okay, here's something I've been wanting to ask you for a while, Jamie. So you're on a date. Now you have to either, you never got married, whatever, however you want to do this fantasy land where you're single. You're on a date with a guy and your friend introduces you to him and she goes, hey, he's a doctor. You're on a date. You're 3 hours into this date. It's fucking incredible. You're like, this guy's amazing, this. And then he's like, oh, yeah, work today was tough. And you find out he's like, I'm a gynecologist. Does that make you think
No.
it doesn't bother you at all?
No.
Really? So it doesn't
No.
bother you that this guy's going to be just looking at puss all day?
I would imagine he's pretty desensitized to it. Like, I don't
But
think.
then does that bother you? Because you want him to be excited when he sees that puss,
No. I don't know. I guess I've known male gynecologists and have felt like it's very clinical. And yeah.
Because I think as a dude, like if I was dating a girl and her every day, I was like, all right, babe, bye, see you after work, and I knew she was just like handling cocks all day.
Well, how would you
bothersome.
feel about like your girlfriend being a professional masseuse for athletes, or you know what I mean, like a team body worker? Like, how would you feel about that?
I'd be okay if she was a masseuse for like jockeys, like horse jockeys. But if she's going to like the pros,
Yeah.
that
You
would
wouldn't
be
like
tough.
it?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
But even honestly, even if she was just a masseuse who was massaging guys all
Yeah,
day, like
going
it doesn't
house
matter
calls,
what guy.
whatever.
Like it's kind of tough, because you know what it is. It's like I think about it, right, and it's like I can deal with it. But then there's the times where it's like the relationship's not going good. And she'd be leaving for work, and I'd be like, "Yeah, go fucking touch cocks all day," And I would be resentful. Like I think that would bother me.
Yeah.
Where like
Yeah.
when everything's great, like the first month of dating somebody and she's a masseuse, it's like, "Oh yeah, no, she's great. Oh my god, she gave me a massage last night." Like
Yeah.
you find the things, and then
Yeah.
a year in, when you're mad at it, it's like, "Yeah, we'll go rub a bunch of guys." Like you know what I mean? Like I know
course.
myself, I would be.
Yeah, I know you too.
Like
You
Annie
wouldn't
says,
like it.
I'm a little petty. Annie says I'm a little petty
I
sometimes.
said you're petty?
Yeah.
When did I say that?
Episode 47.
doesn't forget.
I don't know when it was, but
I
you.
don't remember calling you. I'll call you.
Yeah, you said
doesn't
Robbie's,
forget.
Robbie does as a petty doesn't. I have petty and I will petty again. Was that the memory lane for today, or do we have another memory lane? By the way, we should try and do memory lanes where it's me and Jamie. Lately, we've been doing one or the other. We should
That
have
was
both of us.
That was both of us.
No, I'm saying last. Oh, here we go.
I was just watching Borat on cable. Is this our dialogue? Should we say it? Ready? Yeah. I was just watching Borat on cable. You can watch that thing 50 times and it's still hilarious.
It wasn't fair to the people involved. Is that really
still
what,
got it.
Is that thanks. Is that really what we said?
Yes.
On the
Wow.
Look at
That's
us,
from the
HBO.
episode,
Let's
yeah.
reboot it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Look
I was-
look how depressed. See, I'm playing depressed. Do you see
You
that?
played depressed so good.
Yeah.
I look like I'm wearing like a tablecloth or something.
I gotta say, listen, I don't like to toot our own horns, but 20 years later, we're doing all right, game. We look all right, None of us have really fallen off.
all right.
Yeah, we're doing all right. Thanks for pulling up the scene where I probably look the worst. Where
look
I'm all
great.
depressed. No, but I'm just saying, like, out
You
of all
look
the scenes.
like another actor in that top screen.
Oh, the vampire guy.
You definitely look vampire-y.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Who does he look like, guys? Help me out here.
That dude from Hunger Games.
Yes, he looks like
Brad Pitt?
Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I was- yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Yeah.
That's who you were thinking of?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Hunger Games is like one of my favorite movies.
Is it? I didn't know that.
I love it. The first one.
I don't
So
think if
good.
I had to name your favorite movies, well, Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's all. Oh, there's one that I'm not.
Come on. I talk about it's like what made me want to be an actor.
Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Here you go, Jamie. Here's your Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah. You just like,
I played poker with him one time. I
did
think.
you?
Yeah.
Nice guy?
Yeah. Nice
Cool.
guy.
Good
Yeah.
to hear. Big
I don't
fan.
know if he wants that revealed. Maybe.
Big fan.
Yeah. What are you laughing at, Eddie?
The way he said his last name.
Hutchinson.
Josh Hutcherson.
There's Josh Hutchinson.
Josh Hutcherson.
That's what his friends call him.
Yeah. You stayed. So when you were in LA, you stayed at one of your friends' houses,
Mm-hmm.
as did I. Do you find yourself having to get used to things? Like obviously it was only a few days, but are there things where you're like, ugh, like this isn't how I do it, or like this is, like an easy one is like the temperature you sleep at.
No.
if there's nothing
I'm
that you're like,
so
right.
easygoing with stuff like that. I'm so not particular about stuff like that, as opposed to my husband, who checks the temperature in every room of our house multiple times a day to make sure it's
he
to
just
his
wants
liking.
to know it's
Yeah. I swear to God, he was out of town once and I was warm, or no, I was cold in our room and turned up the temperature. And he, from wherever he was else in the country, changed it.
Yeah, he's
Because
a
he
lunatic.
still had to check the temperature in the house and was like, oh, no, the room is, why is it 72? It should be 68. Yeah.
He's an absolute nut job. The best, but absolute nut job. So we,
The other night we were going to bed and I was like, what's up? And he's like, if you only knew what's going on in my head. Monkeys are basically playing cymbals and pianos and there's a whole circus going on.
yeah, you
He
can't.
can't. It's wild to
And
me.
I wish you could have seen when he lost his Zins at the Super Bowl party.
I've seen that type of
absolute. It was like the only other time I saw him look like that is when Bo got hurt that one time at the other Super Bowl party. Remember when Bo got hurt and he
panic. Bocce ball to the balls.
he took a bocce
Poor
ball to the
Bo.
balls. Yeah, poor guy. And that was the same reaction Cutter had when he lost his Zins. Yeah, and what's funny is like 5
Same
minutes.
level of devastation.
Yeah, and 5 minutes into looking at them, he's like, I guess I'll just have to get some from, and like said someone else at the party who he knew had Zins. And it's like, dude, he was like really.
No one like him.
Part of me does want to try something like nicotine-ish, because like I smoke cigars sometimes, but I'm like, I kind of want to try it, but I want to try it with you.
He tried to show me. I would love that. I will spit it out very soon after I put it in my mouth.
Well, that's why I don't want anything like, because that stuff is just like instant rejection. It's too powerful. Some people feel sick. I want to get something light, something nice and light.
He tried to have me watch a video the other day where somebody was swearing that nicotine cures cancer and diseases, and he was like, "See, look how healthy
Well,
I
then
am."
he is
If
cancer-free.
If nicotine cured cancer,
That's
then
right.
wouldn't cigarettes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just making sure I understood that.
Yeah.
There's no
We're on
way.
the
There's
same
no
page.
way Annie got a C.
It didn't fool me, Annie. Don't you worry.
He pays full attention. He knows what's going on.
He didn't have to buy his A.
Because when I was staying at my friend's place, the thing I really had to get used to was like he just doesn't lock the doors. Front
That's
door,
weird.
back door, nighttime.
But how'd you know he wasn't locking the doors?
Because when you live, like I'm used to every time I go to my door, I get a key. And his doors were just always open. And I would be like,
in LA?
in California, I was staying in San Diego.
That's right.
Doors, and
yeah,
I'm like,
I
wow,
don't like
it's
that.
weird.
I need to lock doors.
I need to lock.
At
And I
night.
think
At
that's
night.
like, yeah. Well, also, you live in a community where like you really don't. But even if you lived in just a house that was on the street, I'm sure you would lock the
course.
door all the
Of
time.
course.
And that's what this was. And I was like, dude, you don't lock the doors? Like, that's wild.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's especially like being in New York City. It was like if you didn't lock your door for 30 minutes, your shit was just everything was gone. Like
Right.
especially the building I grew up in was like good luck.
Yeah.
Like you would lock your door and
They
there'd be
smell an unlocked door.
So my best friend grew up 2 blocks from me, and one time his mom tells the story because I think he was really young. They were all sitting in the living room, and his mom was like, she's like, "Do you smell that? Like it smells like shit." like what is that? And the dad was like, oh, I do smell that. And then the kids were like, yeah, we smell that. What is that? And they just like kept watching what they were watching, and they're like, man, it's getting like worse. What is that? They're looking at their shoes, whatever, like nothing. Somebody gets up to go get like a drink. There's a homeless man standing in the hallway. Yeah.
Of their apartment?
Of their apartment. Yeah. Just full on and had to like get him. And then like they became like, all right, 3 locks on the door. We lock it every time. I don't know if the door was unlocked or what, but yeah. New York City.
That would freak me out so bad.
Yeah.
What did they do in that moment? Did the guy tackle him? Did he
I gotta ask. I don't think it was like.
Oh, you weren't there?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh.
I gotta ask. I don't think it was like then like
dangerous?
Danger and anything bad. I think he was kind of like out of it. But again, I don't remember. I would have to ask her. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Shout out. Happy my friends are safe. Last one before we go. What Disney characters have you played and stuff?
I've played Belle.
Beauty and the Beast.
I played Ariel.
Little Mermaid?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you play Little Mermaid in?
Like a Long Island production of Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay.
I played Cinderella.
Oh, wow.
You came to see me in that.
Did I?
At Madison Square Garden.
I remember seeing you as Beauty and the Beast, but I don't remember Cinderella. But I'm sure I went, but I just don't.
I think you came.
Yeah.
I think you came with Jason Sorbonne.
Oh, okay. I probably showed up drunk, which is cool.
Probably. You were probably sleeping through it.
I was probably sniffing painkillers.
I think that's it.
So I saw a video of Johnny Depp. I'm sure this is like viral or whatever. People are going through the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and then like they turn a corner and he's actually there, right? So like they surprise him or whatever. So if you could play one Disney character where you did like you surprised people, and it's like, oh, Jamie's playing, whoever.
Yeah.
Who would you want to be?
I guess Belle.
Beauty and the Beast.
Because I look most like Belle.
So who played the Beast when
I was on Broadway?
Yeah.
His name is Steve Blanchard.
Can you guys look that up?
He was the Beast for like probably years before I was there, and I think there for quite some time after. He was incredible.
Does he have to do? Is it just like a mask and it's easier? Does he have to do like hours of makeup?
It was heavy makeup and like. I don't think I think I signed a contract that I'm not allowed to tell how they did anything in the production, that I was supposed to always answer it's Disney magic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Disney's got you fucking 20 years later,
But I don't blame
huh?
them. It really, I remember when I was at my dress rehearsal to like learn how the Beast sort of transformed into the prince, I would watch it from the audience and like couldn't figure it out. And then when I got to be in the rehearsals, and so it truly is magic the way these people come up with how to make things seem real on the stage.
This is not the guy. That's him
that's
that's
next
you.
to me. Yes.
Oh my god, Jamie, you look like your mom.
I know. Whenever I have more weight in my face, people say I look like my mom's. Like my face is rounder because my dad's face is more angular.
I mean, look how loved. No wonder celebrities are so fucked up. Look how loved you are. Look at the flowers.
That was my opening night, though. That was my first night.
Like you're literally in a princess outfit with 3,000 roses next to a prince. Like this is why people are so fucked up. Yeah, this is why we got to come to Austin.
And I'm asking people to blow dart me to forget my life. So,
right. You ungrateful pieces. Can we see the guy?
That's when he's not a beast anymore,
The Beast. Wow. Okay. I can't think of anything I'd hate more than doing a Broadway show.
8 shows a week.
So it just becomes your whole life, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard. I think it's harder to do a play than a musical, right? Because really?
No, because with a musical you have to keep your voice in check. Like I was on vocal rest when I wasn't on stage most of the time.
See, fellas, this is what you got to do. You got to date a broad who's a
Broadway actress.
And then she's like, oh, I got to be on vocal rest for 18
Can't
hours
talk.
a day. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, babe.
It's true.
Yeah. Wow. Just write me notes when you need something. That'd be nice. Well, maybe one day. All right. We'll see you. We'll see you guys next week.
Maybe one day.